Welcome back to Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour.
I think this is the 5th take that we've done so far.
I don't even want to count at this point, dude, because it's woo.
You'll notice that this beer is already open. This is the second take that we've fully went through. So hopefully it goes as well as the first take.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the first take went well until we found out it wasn't recorded. So hopefully this one just records.
Yeah. Well, happy Friday. Cheers.
Happy Friday.
My name is Rory Farrell.
I'm Mike Witzek.
This is the Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour. Today we're drinking Brew Jersey from Beach House Brewing Company. They're out of Belmar. I was there for a couple days over the weekend. Had a little beach vacation with the fam. And picked up a couple 4-packs. And we got a hazy IPA, 6.7%. There you go.
I think I said I would drink a 4-pack.
You drink a 4-pack.
I don't know if I'd buy
a 4-pack.
Yeah,
That's okay.
True.
So, yeah, it's hazy's generally of the aroma of the hops more so than the bitterness. So it's kind of a smoother beer. Good for the beach actually, and smells really nice, tropical vibe.
Nice.
So yeah,
very nice. We should see how quick we can blast through this episode. Just through the whole thing. All right, ready? Industry stuff. So today we are talking about credit
pulls, credit reports.
What does it all mean?
What does
Tell
it all
me. So credit. When we run your credit, we run what's called a mortgage score. So we see a little bit of a different score than you see on your end if you're looking at Credit Karma or Free Credit, whatever you're looking at on your end. We typically see a little bit different of a score. Could be, I think you said like 40 points.
Yeah, I mean, this is anecdotal, but I've seen it swing 40 points in either direction. From higher or lower, but there's plenty of places to get your credit score. FreeCreditReport.com, Credit Karma, your bank account, credit card statements, all that stuff. So it's a good benchmark. It's a good kind of place to start when you're talking about getting qualified. But I always try and mention to people like, hey, it's not going to be exactly what you see on your end. It's going to be a little different. Maybe you got your credit run to buy a car the other day. It's going to be different than that too. So it's your credit scores are going to be unique to your mortgage credit report.
Yeah. So, and another thing that we do in the office is we run a hard credit inquiry. So typically it affects your credit maybe 1 to 3 points max.
I mean, you just had it done and it affected it 3 points, yeah?
Like two, 3, something like that. They got to add it back on within a couple days. I don't know if that's unique to me or if that's going to be for everybody, but it took about 2-3 days. They got to add it back on. It was like a 2-point hit.
Yeah. And important to note, 2 to 3 points doesn't move the needle for most people. It's
not like the defining factor.
Yeah, it's certainly not gonna. I mean, unless you're super unlikely and you're right on the cusp of credit score buckets. But it's not going to change your terms. It's not going to change your your rate. It's not going to change whether you qualify or not. And it's also a necessary evil to get pre-qualified. So it's kind of one of the things you just deal with. And in this market, everyone's shopping around and. We deal with it every day. People are trying to get the best rates, the best terms, all that.
Yep.
What I always tell people is if you're going to be shopping around, which you should, it's important to shop around, have your credit score, your credit report run multiple times from the multiple lenders within, I always tell people just err on the side of caution, a 7-day period.
Yep.
We've heard anywhere from 7 to 14 to 30 days that if you run it multiple times within that time frame, you're only quote unquote dinged once. I don't know the exact but when I ran for a week. Yeah,
when my credit was ran, I got a notification on Credit Karma. It was like, you now have 14 days to run your credit, blah blah blah. So that's what it told me. Could be more, could be less.
And that's within the same industry.
Yeah.
So if you're getting your credit run by multiple mortgage companies, 1 hit. If you get it run by multiple mortgage companies and then an auto company and then a credit card company,
different credit scores.
So
different
credit scores, different hits. So if you're going to be shopping around, do it all within the same period. And when someone comes to me and they already are pre-approved or they just got pre-approved or they just got a house under contract and got their credit run by a different lender, I say, hey, if we're going to do this, we should do it now because, we want to be able to look at the same exact report and the same exact scores that this other lender's looking at. And you don't want it to be dinged multiple times and have more inquiries and things like that. So people are always concerned about running their credit multiple times. But it isn't an important part of the process to do a pre-approval correctly and be able to run it through an automated underwriting system and give you an official pre-approval. And it's also, important to do it within a certain amount of time so that, you're not getting dings and dings and dings and dings. So
true.
So we talked about 3 points. We talked about kind of the window that you should do it.
Phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of speak to it because this came up the other day.
Yeah, I mean, we've been noticing because of how competitive the industry is currently. When we run your credit, what ends up happening is these credit companies that we run it through, so Equifax, Experience, TransUnion, they sell information to other companies that pay for it. So if we run your credit and you get phone calls from other companies, we did not sell your credit or your information. Sorry, not your credit. We did not sell your information. These credit companies did, because these other mortgage companies are seeing who's running their credit to buy a house. And then they gives them to the alarm, hey, I'm going to call this person.
I'm going to swoop in.
I'm going to swoop in and try and steal it. So if you get 100 calls, that's why. It has nothing. We did not do anything. Yeah, we don't want to sell your information to our competitors. It would make no sense for us. But
it is annoying.
Just something. It's annoying.
Totally understand that.
Yeah, and we just want to put that out there. So
ignore them for like a couple days. They'll go away. But
yeah,
I always this has always kind of happened a little bit, but I'm noticing it more and more now.
The phone. I don't think anybody's here besides us and Tom.
Well, that phone's going to ring for a minute.
All right, cool.
That works. We've been noticing it more and more. So before I even run credit, I say, hey, by the way, this is going to happen. It's not us. Just be aware of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just a quick thing to touch on as far as credit reports and all that stuff. Being that I run into it every day when people are concerned about that when they're shopping around. So
yeah, cool.
Cool.
All right.
Wins for the week. You've been having a good week, good month.
It's been a busy one. Yeah, for sure. I have a lot going on. I would say number one, we have a very unique product that I got somebody pushed through on. It's a HELOC for an investment property. So it's like something you don't really ever see.
Most HELOCs are happening on primary residence.
Primary, maybe a secondary home, but that's about it. So I got one on an investment property. Happened maybe within 48 hours. It was done.
That's awesome.
Which is bizarre. Done, funded, underwritten.
Application
crazy
to funds.
Yeah. So that's a crazy unique product. And then just a lot of other loans going on right now. A lot of them are very tough situations. So I'm just trying to push them through to closing and get everything done. But just very, very busy. So thankfully.
Yeah. Well, you get the hard part done in that getting them under contract. Getting a seller to agree to sell to one of our clients or a client in general is a tough thing in this market. So that's the first part down, and we always get them to closing.
Yeah. So
figure it out.
Don't say that, dude.
I always get them to closing.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Don't.
Speaking of, I had two clients that I was just really happy to close out, settle, have them, buy their home. One, just, young, lovely couple, 2 young kids. It was their dream to buy a house, and they got PHFA, a couple seller credits, kind of couple just creative ways to get them to the settlement table, and they closed on Friday, and that felt awesome. Another one was a hefty sale. It was cash offers, and it was close to $1 million. They didn't want to come up with $1 million. They wanted to get a mortgage, but to get the house under contract, they went under contract because of cash offer. Got it done in 27, 28 days, bought the house with the mortgage, didn't have to come out of pocket. Everything went smoothly. So just kind of finalizing that one and getting that done felt good. But my unique win this week was that I had a past client who referred me her brother. Her brother lives in Texas, not licensed in Texas. So I couldn't help them from a pre-approval or getting them a loan standpoint, but I was able to be their resource for loan information. So I had nothing to gain or to win from helping him, which made it actually feel better because we were just kind of able to have an open conversation without him feeling like, hey, he's trying to win my business, and just was able to kind of explain to him like, what are points? When do they make sense?
Yeah.
What do you feel like is going to happen with the refi market in a couple of years? Does it make sense to pay down points? Should I work with Wells Fargo or a local broker? And again, I had no skin in the game, so just kind of give him all the facts. And he told me, he's like, I feel so much better about this situation. Do you mind if I lean on you throughout this process to ask you questions? So I've a trusted source. So it was cool just to get a referral from a past client and then be able to help him with again, nothing to win, nothing to gain, and no skin in the game.
Yeah, so, for sure.
So, and I know he was, appreciative of that. So
yeah, great. This has to be a record. Hold on. Not really. I mean, it's 10 minutes. It's all right.
Not bad.
We could have done it quicker, but all right. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
You need anything from us? Mortgage questions, pre-approvals, late night estimates on a Saturday night?
Oh yeah, we do a lot of those. I did not know where you were going with the late night things, but yeah.
we're here for you. So keep us posted, keep us in mind, and enjoy your weekend.
Hey, yo.
Cheers. Thanks,
Cheers.
Beach House Brewery.
Yeah. Thanks, Beach House. Thanks, Arv.